Call Halayim La Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai Ba'ashim Harakak. Shalom, my name is Jeremiah, coming at y'all with another one, okay? Before we get started, we're giving all praise, honor, and the glory to Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai Ba'ashim Harakak. Double honor to our apostles at Great Millstone who taught us the truth through the Holy Spirit. Peace, blessings, and salutations to the house of David, okay? You men, women, and children that's believing in the true names of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai in these last days. Shalom, okay? And this is just a question I was asked a couple of times, all right? And I'm just responding to it, you know. It's just a quick response at a couple of questions that brothers asked me, so-called Israelites in the truth, okay, and brothers we used to labor with, okay? And the question was, why I don't do a podcast, right? And my answer is simple, okay? The prophecies need to be broken down. Okay, we still got to learn all the prophecies. We ain't got time to be bullshitting, okay, doing shit that people in the world do. Okay, we are set apart. We're holy. Okay, we're a peculiar people. Okay, we're different. We're set apart. Okay, ultimately what? Podcast is not doing shit for nobody. It's just for, podcast is for, it's not of the ministry. Podcasts are views for vainglory. Okay. See, this ministry don't belong to us, all right? This ministry belongs to Yahushai, and we gave specific, we got specific orders was given to us, okay, to go out to the highways and hedges, okay? You know, the Lord said, go to the highways and byways and compel them to come into the marriage. Now we understand the world, most of the world is not going to get this truth, okay? The Lord, the scriptures say 2/3 therein shall be cut off and die, okay? The scriptures also say, my sheep hear my voice. Okay, the true sheep of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai are going to get sucked into this. We don't have to do a podcast. You know, podcast, that shit, that's things of the world that people do for vainglory and their own notoriety. Okay, we're in this thing to minister and learn. And so we're students. Okay, we ain't got time to be doing no fucking podcast. Okay, that's not going to do nothing for the Lord's ministry. Okay, so ultimately what? You know, we're locked in. Okay, I just did the lesson, man. We accepted the straight gate. Right, let's get 1 John chapter 2 real quick. You know, see, we try not to do certain shit to you know, to take us off our course. Okay, it's things that certain things brothers got to sharpen up on. What the hell we doing a podcast for? We gotta stay in the spirit of learning, man, being a student. Okay. Making full proof of our ministry. This is the book of 1 John 2:15. It says, love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. Okay? It says, if any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him. You know, y'all talking about doing a podcast, but you ain't thinking about, you know, furthering your spiritual growth. You know, you see, podcasts is a lot of laughing and chuckling going on, and you know, it's a waste of time, man. You know. See, we're in the spirit of learning and having our spirit elevated, right? You ain't in that spirit. You in the wrong spirit in these last days. You have to be, your fire. You want your fire to be moral fire every day for the Lord. You just say you doing a podcast. You're gonna be bullshit, talking about bullshit. Okay, things that don't even matter. Okay, ultimately, what when we go out to the highways and byways, shit, that you can call that a podcast, man. Okay, we're teaching the scriptures. Okay, we have our own public platform. Okay, which is the YouTube channel. Go out to the highways and byways and bring the scriptures out. See, the word is not good enough for Jake. You know, Jake got to have some type of twist to it, some type of schisms, rap music, and you know, they got to be doing truth music, or it's always something that they have to be doing outside of just learning the scriptures. You know, and that just goes to show you that the word is not enough for Jake, man. They got to be doing other shit. You know, let's start a Hebrew Israelite basketball team, or it's always just something that Jake, you know, try to add into this thing. But the true men of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai understand that prophesying, okay, is what's going to get us out here, man. Okay, we can't be doing the shit that people in the world do. Okay, it says for all the things that is in the world. It says the lust of the flesh and all those things that are lust of the flesh. It says the lust of the eye It's just the pride of life, because you done seen so many people doing the podcast. Oh man, they successful. You know, you think that you can get on there and put your shit on there, and now, you know, all these followers, and ultimately it's only for your own, it's for your own good. It's not for the Lord. The Lord don't give a damn about no podcast. Okay, why? Because the elect, okay, are going to hear it anyway. The elect is going to be intrigued into the word. Okay, not a brother just sitting on a damn couch watching the Israelite brother on a podcast. No, the elect is going to be intrigued in the word. Oh, what that? Oh, damn, what that mean? Oh, shit. He's going to be taking notes. He's going to be a student. Okay, I'm doing a lesson. All right. So yeah, man. It's always a child interrupting, man. You know, go upstairs. I'll call you back down when I'm done. All right. This is let's go to the book of Matthew. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 6, and verse 22. It says, the light of the body is the eye. It says, if therefore thine eye be single, thy whole body shall be full of light, right? And ultimately, man, okay, if your eye is not focused on this, you're full of darkness, man. Okay, you're full of, see, the straight gate, okay, is full of light, okay, and that's the challenge. Okay, that's the condition of the battle. Stand on that straight gate, accepting it. You know, you going off to the right and left, you know. Now you've allowed darkness to enter into you. Now you're not going to be profitable to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Okay, you have to watch what you're letting in your spirit, man. Okay, you start seeing little shit. Oh, he doing a podcast. He's still teaching the word. Don't say we could do that too, man. Do blah, blah, blah. Nah, man. Okay, the Lord ain't dealing with that shit, man. Right? The Lord wants you to lock in, okay, and understand what this thing is about. It says, but if thine eye be evil, thy whole body shall be full of darkness. It says, if therefore the light that is in thee be darkness, how great is that darkness? It says, no man can serve two masters. That's right. Okay. Because podcast is of Satan. Okay. All of these niggas that sold out, you know, the YouTubers, a lot of them went and did the same shit these rappers do. Okay. You know, a lot of them did the same shit these rappers did. Went and did something strange for a little piece of change to be notarized. Okay. A lot of them make a lot of money, man. You know. You see, but we don't care about that, man. We just go, we keep it raw, uncut, and do what we're supposed to do. Go out to the highways and hedges and preach the gospel, man. Okay, ultimately, we're treated to we even if nobody pull up, we edifying each other. We like, ooh, we lifting each other up. Okay, you know, bringing out the word is a spiritual power. It lifts you up. You know, we're not intrigued by Jake coming up here in the word. I mean, it's a good thing when they do it and they hearken, but ultimately, man. You know, the Lord sent us out there, man, and we bringing out the word. Hey, we attracted to that song, man, that new song that the Lord has given us, man. Okay, we don't care about the schisms and the shit of the world. You know, that's not gonna further, okay, what Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, okay, ordained us to do. Okay, it says no man can serve two masters. It says for either he will hate the one and love the other, or else he will hold to the one. That's right. Because ultimately what? If you lukewarm, you're gonna hold into the one. Okay? Meaning what? You do a podcast, you're gonna be focused more on that podcast shit than doing the work. Right? You can't serve two masters, man. Okay? It's only one way in this thing, man. Okay? It's only one door. Okay? Okay, and that is Yahweh Shai. Okay, if you're not locked in on preaching the gospel, man, you know, it's curtains for you, man. All right, you know, now you got some brothers, man, they come in here for a minute, but then they just gas out and start doing their own will. Okay, podcasts and shit, you know, you know, doing other things that's just, you know, it looks foolish to us because, you know, we're in the spirit of fear, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. We understand, you know, when you slip off this truth, the Lord could really mess you up, man. Okay, the Lord could really do some damage to you, you know, give you over to that lust of the world, give you over to that podcast demon. Next thing you know, you think you're doing right, but really, the Lord has blinded you, man. All right. It says, or else he will hold to the one and despise the other. He cannot serve God and mammon. That's right, man. You can't serve Yahweh and mammon, man. Okay, it's either one or the other. Okay, we have to understand that it's either Yahweh Bashem Yahushai or, hey man, or you out here, man. You just in the world. You know, and it may seem like it's righteous because a brother can have some fringes on, you know, in the podcast. Okay, but it's a waste of fucking time, man. Okay, brothers get bored with just bringing the word out every weekend, man. You know, it's not enough for them. It's not, ultimately it's because they haven't grown, you know, to a certain, they haven't grown and they're not really intrigued with the word. Okay, this is 2 Corinthians chapter 6 and verse 3. It says, giving no offense in anything, that the ministry be not blamed. You see, and ultimately you don't want to put a blame on the ministry. Okay, doing a podcast. Y'all niggas is doing podcasts like everybody else in the world, man. Or a young brother in the truth see y'all doing it, and he'll just, man, he has to say F the ministry and just start doing the podcast. You know, you the Hebrew Israelites, hey, this podcast, such and such, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, we the Hebrew Israelites, yo, we got our fringes on, ha, 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 doing all this bullshit. You know, ultimately, this truth is deadly serious, man. We got a target on our back, man. But you niggas is smiling, lollygagging, and jiggling, sniggling, and giggling, you know, while Esau lining your ass up. Okay? You know, our lives are on the line, man. We ain't got time for that shit. You know, the only thing we got time for is being, being profitable, man. Being laborers of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, man. Okay? Laboring ain't enough for a lot of people. Zenobia. Shh. I'm doing a lesson, all right? Gotta be quiet. So yeah, man. I just lost my train of thought. It says, but in all things, approving ourselves as the ministers of the Most High. You see that? Hey, when you a podcaster or you a minister, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. It's either or, man. Okay, it says in much patience, in afflictions, in necessities and distress, in stripes, in imprisonments, in tumults, in labors, in watching and fasting. Come on, man. Okay, we're not in the spirit of giving offense to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. We have to understand, and we're gonna be getting hit with certain shit, man, because we are the ministers, and those spirits, they're gonna be attacking us, man. Okay, see, y'all niggas that's in them spirit, y'all not really, the Lord ain't dealing with y'all like how he dealing with certain other men, man. Okay, you know, the Lord ain't dealing with certain spirits because you niggas is, you know, y'all not really, you know, doing the work. So Satan ain't really on you like that, man. Right? We understand what this thing is about, man. Okay, we're coming into that time where, you know, persecution is going to be set for the men of the Lord, man. Okay? You know, persecution is coming, man. Y'all niggas talking about, you know, doing podcasts and all. Man, listen, man. Y'all don't understand what you're getting yourself into. Just because you got fringes on don't mean that the angels is with you, man. Okay, that the Lord is with you. This is Ephesians 4:11. It says, for he gave some apostles and some prophets and some evangelists and some pastors and teachers. It says for the perfecting of the saints. That's what we're here to do, man. Okay, we're here to perfect ourselves and to teach for the perfecting of the saints, right? It says for the work of the ministry, for the edifying of the body of Hamashiach. It says till we all come in the unity of faith, okay? Because a lot of y'all faith ain't there, man. Okay, we got work to do. Y'all, hey, brothers got to build their faith up, man. And brothers get weak, so we got to continue to do this, man. We have to continue to do what's right, teaching the word, man. Building up each other's faith, okay? Putting on there for, you know, for the elect's sake, doing this work, not only for ourselves, man. We got a huge responsibility. We ain't got time for nothing else outside this, man. All right? We don't have time for it, okay? It says, in the knowledge of the Son of the Most High, unto a perfect man, unto the measure of the stature of the fullness of Hamashiach. There you go, man. Okay? You see? See, we measuring up, man. We measuring up in the doctrine. Okay? You see? Walking in the shoes of Yahweh Shai. Okay? We're trying to get to that level. And Yahweh Shai was a perfect man. We got work to do, man. You see? We got work to do. Doing a podcast is not going to sharpen us up, man. It's not going to, I doubt it if it make your step better, your step 1% better than it was yesterday. It's going to take you backwards, man. Okay? Because you're going to start getting no notoriety. People going to be watching you and shit. You're going to think you the man. Your women going to be on there. Shalom, brother. Right? You know, Jake going to be on there, man. Yo, y'all brothers doing a good job. You know, because most of people, that they're in the spirit of the world, man. Okay? And it's going to it may make you feel good. It may make you think that you're somebody, okay? But ultimately, man, we're humble servants in Yahweh Shai. We try and stay away from getting proud. You see, and shit like that will put a proud spirit on you, man. You start getting views and shit. You know, next thing you know, you the guy. You over the apostles. You know. 1 Corinthians chapter 7 and verse 31. It says, and they that use this world as not abusing it. Now you can use the world, man. Now some brothers, man, they may be fitness coaches. All right, but that's what they do for a living. Okay, they're not just doing it over this truth. It's just work first. You may be a fitness coach. You may have to go on Instagram or, you know, TikTok to promote your business, man. It's probably your place of business right for the moment, you know. Now, we're not saying just separate from the world totally. No, we got to take care of business. We got mortgages to pay. We got car notes, bills to pay, man. So, hey, man, we get our hustle on. But first and foremost, it's this truth, okay? It says, and they that use this world as not abusing it, for the fashion of this world passeth away. That's right. We use this world, okay, but we don't abuse it because guess what? Ultimately, you know, you always use that word ultimately. Okay, this shit going night, smoky, okay, smoking on fire, right? So what's in front of our mind is this word, man. Occupying in prophecy, because that's what the men of the Lord is going to be doing, man. Occupying and learning the true wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of the Heavenly Father, man. You know how many deep sayings it is in this truth, man? Every time I hear like one of the elders bring it out, I just be sitting there. I be like, yo, ain't no fucking way. I be, you know, the word is so, you like, yo, is this really what this talking about? This is crazy. Then you just link it up and you get it like, yo, the word is everlasting learning in this truth, man. Right? Sirach 39:1, it says, but he that giveth his mind, it says, to the law of the Most High, and is occupied in the meditation thereof, and seek out the wisdom of the ancient, and be occupied in prophecy, he will keep the sayings of the renowned men. It says, where subtle parables are, he will be there also, right? You know how many parables is written in the scriptures and dark sayings and things that you have to link to get certain understanding? It's a lot of things that got to be taught. There's a lot of things that we have to learn and to teach it, man. Right? So, yeah, man, this is true. Hey, we don't have no time to be playing and podcasting and shit, man. All right? You see, we doing lessons, man. We praying to Yahweh Shem Yahushai. We being brotherly. We working out, taking care of our families, man. Okay? You see, being humble in these last days, just waiting. You know, we're waiting, man. We accepted this life, okay? And we going to walk in it, Lord's willing, okay? So Shalom, Lord's willing, this was edifying. Call Halayim La Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Harakakodash. Until the next one, Shalom.